Team 10 was an LA-based social media group which really took over the internet from 2016. This group is what you would use to describe LA in one picture. What was Team 10? Well, it was Jake Paul's idea, a media company aimed at creating brand-sponsored content and basically just making a ton of money. The Team 10 house changed a lot and many left and joined until we had the final version of Team 10. Now, like every influencer house, this just absolutely fell apart. There's a ton of controversies, which lead me right into the one which led to Team 10 being broken. Alysa Violet. Now, I say leaving, but Alysa Violet was actually just kicked out by her boyfriend. The story gets weird.
So, I'm sure you guys want to know what's going on right now. Basically this, Jake's kicking me out.
Jake accuses her of cheating. They weren't even together. That was all we saw of Alysa until she appeared on Logan Paul's diss track. And yeah, this whole situation was just insane. Where is Alysa now? Well, Alysa Violet is mainly now focused on Instagram and modelling. She's still an influencer, but a lot more low-key. At least compared to before when she was in the Clout House making diss tracks with Rice Gum. She's just living her life as an influencer, posting TikToks, Instagram-sponsored posts, and all of that kind of stuff. She had a whole thing with FaZe Banks, which actually lasted a while, and that's what got her into the Clout House. Following quite a similar route is the next person, Tessa Brooks. Tessa Brooks left Team 10 and went on to make videos with old Team 10 members, reminiscing about the Team 10 days, as that's all she was really known for up until that point. She would post videos like this, reuniting with old Team 10 members, and these videos were quite popular. But Tessa needed something more sustainable to continue her online persona. Tessa Brooks is still an influencer, posting on TikTok occasionally. She hasn't posted on YouTube in over 2 years. She's most active on Instagram doing sponsored posts where I'm guessing she makes most of her money. She has over 22 million followers on Instagram, which she's definitely getting a fat paycheck from. Her TikTok is sometimes used, but all of her comments are literally haunted by her Team 10 days. Now, we got some interesting figures coming up. Nick Crompton. So far, we've looked at 2 influencers who have pursued Instagram modelling since leaving. What happened to Nick Crompton though? Did he pursue Instagram? No, he didn't. You might remember Nick Crompton from this. I mean, that's definitely where you remember him from. Nick Crompton was in the Team 10 vlogs. He was best known for his appearance in It's Everyday Bro. He was a fairly likable character, but wasn't really that prominent in Team 10. He would occasionally appear, but didn't really run a huge storyline or have a huge role to play, because he was the COO of Team 10, and left for a very interesting reason. He said, due to internal changes being made within our various businesses, I resigned both as COO and as talent. The vision for the business, people involved, and direction it's going no longer makes sense to me. God knows what the fuck that could mean. So he left. There doesn't seem to be any bad blood between Team 10 and him, but what did he do after? Well, Nick Crompton has been working with Universal Music Group, and he is the Vice President of Commercial Innovation and Artist Strategy. For someone that said England is my city, he's said to be worth 5 mil, and his whole career is based off this clip. Which, I mean, fair play. Martinez Twins. These two are the more known of the group, aside from people like Jake Paul. These are Spanish influencers who left Team 10 for actually quite a sad reason. They accused Jake Paul of bullying while they were part of the group, and honestly, as sad as it is, it doesn't seem made up that Jake Paul, especially at the age and at the time of his life that he was in, was bullying these guys. It doesn't seem that far-fetched or anything like that. They made an emotional leaving Team 10 video, but what did they actually do after this? Well, they aren't on YouTube and haven't been on YouTube since 2020. They have been on TikTok making this shit and getting paid for it, I guess. They've released music since leaving, but stand at a whopping 6,000 monthly listeners. Imagine having Martinez Twins in your playlist. That's actually less than Rice Gum, bro. Rice Gum has 60,000 monthly listeners. So ultimately, they pursued social media. I guess the bread they made off Team 10 has lasted them a while. I mean, after leaving Team 10, they made videos for a bit, but in the past years, nothing's happened on their YouTube account. Lucas was a significant part of Team 10. He left Team 10, stating they were homesick. By the way, when I'm saying they were twins, and they wanted to get out of the Team 10 house. Since then, Lucas has actually stayed relatively relevant. Lucas and his brother have 32.8 million subscribers on YouTube and post very consistently. They still pull hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views per video. Now, they're not going to be as big as they were in their Team 10 days. It's almost impossible to stay the same level of relevant for 5 years straight. They've actually done a very good job of staying consistent and maintaining their social presence. Lucas gets paid a lot for Instagram and also on TikTok, YouTube, selling merchandise and doing very well to this day. Jake Paul was the front man of Team 10. the founder. As everyone left, Jake Paul was kind of just left to go out on his own. Since Team 10, Jake Paul has done a lot and changed his career to something very, very different. Jake Paul, since Team 10, was still vlogging and releasing trends, I guess, just different trends basically. He even went to doing Fortnite content, and he basically just continued like nothing really happened, but essentially he grew up and moved on to boxing. This was in 2018 when he was called up by KSI. He then fought Deji. Slowly he saw the money in boxing and he was getting huge opportunities in boxing and decided to take the leap to pretty much box full time now. He does also run his company Better on the side and actually does vlog from time to time, and he has a podcast as well. This guy actually does more than I realized. AJ Mitchell. I'm gonna run through this one because I to be honest, I don't know who the hell this guy is. AJ Mitchell was once part of Team 10 and is now an American singer, songwriter and musician, currently signed to Insanity Records. His biggest song has almost 200 million streams, so I guess it's going pretty well for him. Chad Tepper. Following a similar path, Chad Tepper is an indie artist. He was actually fairly popular in the vlogs, and when he left Team 10 he had over 1 million subscribers, so you know, he had a decent fan base. And from Team 10 he got on reality TV shows like MTV's True Life and Young and Married. He's even starred in movies. He left and he pursued a music career, with his most popular song having 10 million streams. Alex Lange, yeah, I don't know how to say his name. Alex was a Team 10 member who went from making YouTube videos to making movies. Actually, no, that sounds wrong. You know, not those kind of movies, but you know what I'm trying to say. He played a role on the CBS drama Code Black and was cast in an episode of Light as a Feather. Please don't ask me about these shows or what they're about. I've got no idea. To be completely honest, I'm sure they're big movies. I just live under a rock, and to be honest, haven't heard anything outside like SpongeBob and It's Everyday Bro. So other than that, he's got millions of Instagram followers and is pretty much doing very well outside the social media scene and in the social media scene as well. Tristan Tails, another member of Team 10. Now, Tristan Tails has completely off the YouTube scene. I'm talking no uploads since 2021. So what does he actually do now? He hasn't even uploaded on Instagram in 6 months. Well, I actually couldn't find too much on the guy, but it seems like he has gone into movies and making / producing / starring in movies. He makes a lot of short form content now, which seems like he makes skits or YouTube videos. I really can't tell what's going on in these. Tristan, like many other members, has taken the acting route. Now, there are other members I could mention. There are countless members that went in and out of Team 10. But no, I'm not going to waste my time researching every single member that's ever stepped foot into Team 10, because it'll take you guys 4 years to watch the video. I'm happy to say, prior to this video, I never watched a Team 10 video. So I didn't really have any prior knowledge about anyone before this video. I had to watch some of their videos in order to make this video, which actually was pretty entertaining. And I actually ended up watching a lot more than I needed to. Subscribe. I think less than like 2% of people that watch are subscribed, so you know what to do. Subscribe. I also stream on Twitch, so go follow that. It's also free too.